What is up, YouTube fam? Welcome to another one of my video blogs. Title of this video, Our Soul is on a Cosmic Trip. What do I mean by that? I mean literally that our soul is on a trip within these cosmos, and currently obviously we are in the Earth plane of existence having this human experience. And so yeah, my intention behind this video is to raise our awareness and have us remember the fact that we are infinite, immortal beings having this finite, mortal human experience. So with that being said, I am going to read a section from the book A Brief Tour of Higher Consciousness by Itzhak Bentov to us. This section explains the soul in a way that puts it in perspective for us to understand what the fuck I am saying. So Itzhak Bentov, for those of us that don't know, it says back here, was a mechanical engineer who combined a brilliant mind of mechanisms and structures with a lifelong interest in meditation to describe quantum physics and the advanced states of higher awareness in ways easily grasped by readers. So Itzhak Bentov is a really interesting, intelligent man that lived a life with great research on consciousness and the mechanics of creation. So Bentov made some really great discoveries, and this is just one of his 3 books that I have that are very fucking valuable. And so with that being said, before I read this section to us about the soul, you guys already know how I love to do things around here, around our channel. I love to get baked before anything and everything we do together. So those of us that love to smoke up that herb, bring out your vape pens with your boy, bring out your pipe, your bubbler, your straight shooter, your steamroller, your bong, your rig if you're gonna dab it, your pre-roll, your blunt, your joint, what have you. Let me know down in the comments whatever it is you're smoking up on this beautiful Thursday evening. It is 3:07 p.m. and shit, let me know in the comments what you guys are smoking up, indica, sativa, hybrid, and the name of your strain. You know I want to know. Throw it down below. As always, what am I smoking up? Same strain as previous video, however it is a brand new cartridge. Picked it up last night. It is the Fire OG indica strain. You guys already know me, love to pick up some very good, high quality, heavy indica dominant strains. Picked up the plug and play again, as always, as you can tell. Not as always, but yeah, I'm already fucking baked if you guys cannot tell. Been smoking up all day, as always. If you guys are ready to take some dabs, cheers. One blinker. We're jamming out to Night Ride by Starfucker. Shout out to Starfucker. A lot of us aren't even aware. Well, we have an idea of the soul, right? But a lot of us might not really have a genuine understanding behind what our soul is. And so that is another intention that I have behind this video, which is to give us a greater understanding behind our soul, what our soul is and what it is doing here, let alone in the cosmos, you feel me? So cheers, fam. Fire. I see why they call it Fire OG. It makes you say fire because it's fucking fire. See if I see another good song lined up. Alright. Should we? Yeah, let's take one more fucking dab before we start talking about what we're going to talk about. Before I read this section of the book to us. Cheers, fam.
Hear that? Those are the sounds of getting documents signed fast. 80% faster with Hello Sign. Send, sign, done. It's the quickest way to get signatures for every type of document. So you can celebrate all those successful moments.
So while I read this, you guys hone in your focus. Let's learn some good, valuable knowledge together while you continue to smoke up your ganja if you so choose to. All right, let's see what Bentov has to say on the soul. We are made of two beings. One is the rudimentary consciousness of the body, which is the body and knows all about it. The other is the higher consciousness, which inhabits the body and exploits it for its own use. The latter is more intelligent consciousness. It acts as an observer, includes our mind, interprets our sensory experiences, and gives us our self-awareness as individuals. Let us temporarily call it the soul. The soul, like everything else, keeps evolving. It may sound strange that an abstract concept such as a soul evolves, but oh shit, I'm fucking baked. Almost lost my train of thought. Shit, bear with me. Let's restart that sentence. The soul, like everything else, keeps evolving. It may sound strange that an abstract concept such as a soul evolves, but on its level, the soul is not an abstract concept at all. In its own reality, the soul is quite tangible. As far as we are concerned, the soul, which contains all our emotional, mental, and intuitive equipment, is the experiencer. It experiences through the physical body, which is its tool for interaction on the physical level in order to learn. This does not mean the soul cannot function without a physical body. It can and does very well. It's a being in its own right. And that's what Bentov has to say through his life of research. And Bentov is a very intelligent man. Like I said, if you guys want to understand further whom he is, I definitely recommend doing some homework on him after this video. It's worth your while, worth your time. It's just more value being put back into you. So again, to retrack what Bentov was saying, he's pretty much saying that, so what is rudimentary consciousness and then higher consciousness, right? Our higher consciousness is our soul, right? Our ego, our sense of self that we develop and create in this physical experience, right? But rudimentary consciousness is I guess what you can call lower consciousness. It's the consciousness that governs our body. And what can be an example of that? Think of think of someone that gets knocked out, right? Their body is still keeping them alive, but they're out of consciousness, right? They're unconscious, right? Bear with me, I'm baked, you guys. So if I begin to not make sense or I look fucking baked, it's just because I am fucking stoned. Shout out to Plug and Play. Anyways, hopping back on track. When someone gets knocked out, right, and they're unconscious, their body is still functioning. How is it functioning? Because there is this lower base level of consciousness that keeps all of the organs interfacing intelligently. There's this intelligent force, right? Call it the rudimentary consciousness. That's what Bentov has labeled it in his field of research. And that level of consciousness interacts with the higher consciousness, which is whom our sense of self is, right? And they are always interfacing in our body, which is our vehicle for this experience of life, right? So that's what Bentov is saying, pretty much, if you guys didn't understand what rudimentary consciousness was. And he's saying, again, to go back to the beginning, to sum up, that we are made of two beings. One is the rudimentary consciousness of the body, which knows the body, like I gave you an example of that. And then the other aspect of ourself is the higher consciousness, which inhabits this body and exploits it for its own use. having this awareness that our soul is inhabiting these bodies and having this physical human experience, having that awareness, you should take that awareness and use it with good intelligence, meaning you should exploit your actions towards growth and development, knowing that we are only in this human experience for such a short time. If you think about it, 80 years is really nothing compared to the lifespan of a galaxy, of a star, or of even a planet in and of itself, you feel me? Compared to many other things, a human lifespan is just like that. So we're really just here to learn as much as you can. But on top of learning as much as you can and putting a lot of value into yourself and becoming more and doing more and giving more, know that in this crazy world that we live in today, we have immense fucking power. Our souls are, again, to remind you, are immortal, infinite beings having this finite, mortal experience, right? So create in this reality, have fun with this reality, put something into this reality that you want to, you feel me? And if you don't know what you want to create in this reality, then just begin to develop a relationship with your soul and ask your soul, because the soul is a real fucking phenomena. For those of us that may think it's some woo-woo concept, it's a real fucking thing and has been proven by scientists time and time again through history. And I don't know why these scientists aren't taught in the real educational system or curriculum. It is what it is. You have to go out of your way to learn real fucking science that's out there from great men that have come to past, that didn't get the spotlight, that, you know, are getting somewhat of a spotlight through people like me on these YouTube channels and these videos. Yeah, getting sidetracked. Fucking remember, we are these powerful fucking beings, and we have the power to create a reality in the way that we fucking want. So create, fucking get up, don't be lazy, be productive, and make something happen in the world. Fucking create in the way you want to experience life, you feel me? I like the holistic health practitioner Paul Chek's saying, which is, love is a boomerang. So the love you put out works its way back to you tenfold for some fucking reason, because this is a whole nother subject in and of itself. But Paul Chek has proven also that the universe is made up of love. He's coming out with a new book entirely on love, and I can't wait for that book. Anyways, the universe, that's what keeps all of us connected, right? The force of love. And yeah, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm trying to put on some music, but it is what it is. Fucking side ads. Let me see if it's even on. Oh yeah, it's on. All right, I'm gonna restart it. We're jamming out to the end by the Doors. I'm all over the place. That's what happens when you're fucking baked like your boy. What was I even saying? Something about Paul Chek. Anyways, so I don't know why this shit doesn't keep playing. All right, we're jamming out to the end by the Doors because this video is coming to an end. Anyways, to conclude this video, because I lost my fucking train of thought, I am so fucking baked. You guys know how that goes when you get really baked. To conclude this video, just remember that our soul is on a cosmic trip. We are on this earth plane, and love connects us always, even when we physically die. When we physically die, we are always connected no matter what through that love force, because it permeates anything and everything throughout all the cosmos. And if you really do some deeper inner spiritual work, you come to realize that we are all one, we are all connected, and we are all that absolute superior being, which creates and projects and emanates all of this to have and experience itself. And so that's a whole nother subject in and of itself also, you feel me? So yup, concluding the video, our soul is on a cosmic trip. Literally, we're in the cosmos on this human experience. So remember that, be aware of that, Don't be afraid to fucking do something courageous in the world. Be fucking courageous. And shit, to conclude as well, what Paul Chek has to say, he says that our soul knows what it is here to do. So just reconnect with your soul, develop a meditative practice, get still with yourself, get quiet with yourself, let your thoughts become still, and develop an intuitive relationship with your soul. And yeah, I'll leave you guys with that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, gained some value. If you did, let me know in the comments. Leave a thumbs up, helps your boy out, helps the channel grow, helps the knowledge and wisdom get out there, which is what we need nowadays. Like I said in my previous video, we're entertained by a bunch of bullshit nowadays that isn't of any real value. So we need to become more educated with some real education that's gonna actually cause us to be productive in the world. And so yeah, let's close out with another dab. Cheers, fam. If you guys haven't checked out my podcast, make sure to check it out. I am going to go more in depth on the concept of the soul and just other things on what Bentov has to offer within this book. He also talks about the creation of the universe, the higher self, the lower self, coming in contact with other souls, with the soul of the galaxy, all of that, learning all of that. If you guys are interested in all of that, definitely check out my podcast. I am going to come out with a new episode tonight on all of this, so stay tuned for that. And as always, if you guys enjoyed this video, like I said earlier, make sure to leave a thumbs up, leave a love comment. As always, make sure to live your fucking truth, because living your truth is being of service to someone somewhere out there. And I truthfully believe we all came here to live a purposeful, meaningful life at this time. And living that meaningful life is just being your fucking self. So be your fucking self. Catch you guys in our next video. Deuces.